I just asked Aliyah about this, but I know you talked about how the point guard carousel with all the injuries has maybe impacted her more than anybody with the way you guys play. How do you kind of get a big and point guard synergy going as fast as possible as a coach, or is that on them more than anything you can do?
I mean, I think that we help prioritize what we're looking for out of some of those actions, whether it be an on-ball screen. Now, look, people play somebody like Caitlin differently than they're going to play Odyssey or they're going to play Shea. They play Kelsey differently than they're going to play Odyssey or they're going to play Shea. So what are we looking for? How are we looking to get her the ball? And in off-ball actions as well. Like where are some high priorities that we can get it? It's instinctual. Not a lot of players have that instinct that it was like with C and AB. So really prioritizing getting some work together, getting some work in the two-man, understanding and certain other actions that we run or certain other play calls that we have, how and where we want to get AB the ball. The other thing that's affected AB is now she's got to be like a secondary ball handler for us. And she does a really good job of getting us into next action as well.
To the extent it fits within the flow of what you're doing, do you almost want her to demand the ball a little bit more?
Yeah, for sure. It takes some pressure off of our guards, number one. And number two, she's a really good decision maker. Most post players are not going to hound one another 94 feet. So we're going to be able to get the ball across half court in a timely manner to run our stuff. And she's a great decision maker and understands which actions to get us into.
In what ways have you seen AB become kind of a stabilizing force in this year?
Yeah, I mean, her leadership has been incredible. And throughout the course of everything that we've gone through this season, her communication, her ability to connect people, her understanding of what we want on both ends of the floor is really good. And she's one of those even-keeled personalities. She doesn't get too high, she doesn't get too low. She stays locked in. She's really poised, I think, for her age, poised for her experience, and she's been a great leader for us from a communication standpoint and leading by example on the floor.
We saw Sydney maybe in surgery yesterday.
Yeah.
Have you had a chance to talk with her?
I texted with Sid last night. You guys have probably seen more than I have because I heard that she was on
Yes.
Instagram Live. I texted with her last night just to make sure everything went well and see if she needed anything. And she seemed in good spirits. Might have been the meds, but it's also just Sid.
Yeah.
I think 2 days in a row we've seen the scoreboard close here. Have you guys been doing a lot of late game stuff in practice recently? So many close games we've played.
Yeah, we've been doing. We always do situations, in practice, but specifically now, getting down to crunch time. Understanding the situation that we're in, where every game could likely come down to last second action, offensively, defensively. So we've been doing some situations, and we've also just been keeping score in general. If we're just working offense, defense against the guys, we want it to be competitive. We want to know where we're standing. We want to know how much urgency we have to have with everything that we do. And sometimes the score, when you see it, it shows it more than just feeling it. If we've had 2 or 3 empty possessions and they've scored, you see the 6-0 run as opposed to us just talking about it.
Yeah, obviously the news that Caitlin had that bone bruise in her left ankle, just how frustrating has it been for her this season where she's been working back from something and then something else seemingly always pops up? It's
been really frustrating. I mean, Caitlin wants to play. She's a competitor. She just wants to be on the floor. She just wants to play basketball, and she's in the mindset that she's hungry, right? That she wants to be out there and she wants to be with her team, and she's working her butt off to get back into those situations. So I think each time you have a tweak or each time you have something else, it's frustrating. But it's kind of the nature of the business. When you are an athlete, you're going to have some of these injuries. This is really the first time in her career that she's had this string of bad luck, so to speak, if that's what you want to call it. So I think, number one, it's an opportunity to grow and to understand the big picture. Again, I say I'm so thankful that, between myself and Karima and Bree, you have players who have been through these kinds of situations and great resources for her to utilize, because it's emotionally and mentally as draining as it is physically.